Alright, so I've been doing a lot of experimenting, and I'm trying something new. I'm trying to take the Flambient method and make it even faster. Trying to do a Flambient method where we eliminate the ambient layer, but make it look like Flambient. So let's get into Photoshop right now. I'm going to show you how I did this. Alright, so we're going to start right here in Photoshop. I've already done my, my lens correction and my little tweakings, put my little initial preset on all these. I'm going to spare you all that. I wanted to get you right here into Photoshop to show you this. So, what I'm doing is, I did take an ambient shot for all these, but I'm not even going to blend the ambient layer back in. I'm just going to show you what the images look like with just my 3 flash layers blended in. So, alright, so here's our first image. This is just, I had the reflector behind the camera, and I shot the 8600 into that reflector so the light bounced back into the room. And then we have left flash reflection shot, and then our right reflection shot into the room like this. So the reason why I'm using a reflector is because we want to get that nice natural light coming in from the side as opposed to hitting the ceiling and falling down. Because remember, I like to shoot with lights off, so we want to make it look like there's natural light from the, simulating light coming in through the window. What we're going to do is we're going to blend these 2 images together real quick. So we're just going to select this top one here, create a layer mask, Command I to invert. We're going to take my the gradient tool, and we're just going to start somewhere where that flash hotspot is and click and drag and move it over. Now we got to keep playing with this to feather out that hotspot. That looks actually really good right there. And now let's turn on the initial flash shot, and let's take that opacity down somewhere like 25%. Maybe let's turn this to lighten mode, see if that does. Yeah, I like that a lot better. Alright, so that eliminated the hotspot on the ceiling. And you know what? I'm almost done with this. This is why I'm saying it could be a lot faster on site and in the editing room. You be the judge. How does that look? Let's move on to the next one. I just want to show you this. Alright, here's another one. Here is that, again, I'm using the reflector every time behind the camera to bounce that light back into the room because we want to have all our lighting being like horizontally directional, if that makes sense, as opposed to top down. Alright, so let's turn this layer off. Let's do a layer mask. Command I to invert that. Gradient tool, click and drag somewhere, eliminating that. So now look, we still have natural light coming in, and we're going to turn that initial flash layer on. Alright, so we can take the opacity, let's drop that down to like, I don't know. You got to play with the opacity. So, 42, 41%. So if you toggle this on and off, that flash pop that's behind the camera is going to soften your shadows a little bit. And again, even if this, for example, wasn't a natural shadow, you would never know it. To me, it looks really natural. And again, that's why it's important to use the reflector to make sure the light is, you have the correct direction of that light. Let me show you one more. Alright, it was this one right here. So again, same concept. We're just doing 3 images. We're doing the flash pop behind the camera into the room, and then our left flash pop and our right flash pop. No ambient layer. So let's toggle that initial one off. Let's do a layer mask, Command I to invert, and do our gradient and blend that in. And then let's click on that initial flash and drop that down, get that percentage down somewhere like that. We can toggle that on and off. And look at that, we have hardly any glare on that floor, which is what you want. Now, is this going to work for every listing? I have no idea. This is only one shoot, 3 rooms. So, to me, so far, I like it. Again, I have to experiment more whether or not it's if it's going to work with super bright sunny days, but stay tuned. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or comments on this style that I've decided to start doing, and hit that subscribe button. I have tutorials coming out all the time. Thanks for watching.